and welcome back to part 2 of US and UK stitches explained, and I'm just going to go straight into it. So last time I showed you how to do the chain, slip stitch, double crochet, half treble crochet and a treble crochet. That was in part 1, and I'll leave a link for that in the description underneath. And today we're going to do part 2. So we're going to do a double treble crochet. Now in the US we call it a double treble crochet. They call it a treble triple crochet and then have the abbreviation TR. So let's turn my thing back to front so that I've got a bit of a darker background so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so if you're going to have a pattern and you were going to start a row with double trebles, you would start with 4 chain. So you would 1, 2, 3, oh dear, 4. So you start with 4 chain. Then you would put your yarn over twice, 1, 2, and then you would enter into the 5th chain on your row of chains. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and you would put it in the 5th one, like so. Pull your yarn through. So this is why we call it a double treble, because we have we'll have 4 hooks on our 4 loops on our hook, and we go round through the first 2, round and through the next 2, and then round and through the last 2, and that is your double treble. Yarn round twice, put your yarn in your chain, pull through, yarn round through the first 2, yarn round through the next 2, yarn round through the next 3. So we call it a double treble because there's four loops on our hook, and the US triple treble is because they pull the yarn through 3 times. So that's 1, 2, 3, triple treble. So this was our double treble. I'm now going to show you how to do the triple treble. So that's the abbreviation we have for our triple treble, and this is what they call their double treble crochet with the abbreviation. So they both say, these two both say double treble crochet, double treble crochet, which is why I can understand why people get confused when they're following patterns. If you're trying to follow a pattern with the UK abbreviations in your head and you're trying to read a US pattern and you see this, you're going to think that it's this stitch here when really it's this stitch here. So that's the whole point of me doing this video, really, just to explain to you their description of our stitch. So we call this a triple treble and they call it their double treble. So our UK triple treble is because we put the yarn round 3 times, 1, 2, 3, that's our triple, and we put it in the next chain, and then we pull through the next 2, next 2, next 2, and the next 2. So that's why we call it a triple treble, because we've put our yarn round 3 times. The US version of the same stitch, as you put it around, you start the same, put it through 3 times, but they call it a double treble because they pull the yarn through once, twice, so that's like 1 treble, and then they put the yarn through once, twice, which is like a double treble. So that's why they call it a double treble and we call it a triple. So UK triple 1, 2, 3, because we put the yarn round 3 times. So that's why the UK call it a triple treble. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the US call it a double treble, because they do the same thing to start with, but they call it a double treble because you're going once, twice, so that's classed as the first treble, and then 1, 2, that's the rest of the treble. So that's why they call our triple treble a double treble, because they've done one treble on top of each other. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Sort of makes sense, but that might help you when you're reading a pattern. Now I'm going to show you how to do this one here. This is a raised treble crochet back, and the US description is back post double crochet. To be honest, I haven't really seen this in a lot of UK patterns, but I thought I'd leave it in here just in case you did come across it. So this is the abbreviation for it, but sometimes you will see it as a back post treble there, or a back post double crochet with that abbreviation ending there. So it'll be a back post double or back post treble. Okay, so I'm now going to show you how to do the raised treble crochet back, or back post treble is what I'm going to call it. Okay, so let me turn this over so you're not distracted. Okay, so I've done 10 chain here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'm going to do another 3 chain to act as my first stitch. Then I'm going to put my first treble into the 4th chain, because I'm doing a treble, so it's 1, 2, 3 into the 4th chain. Like so. So to be able to show you how to do a back post treble, I need to do a row of trebles first. Now I really like using back post and front post trebles. They really give your crochet an extra dimension, and you can do it in all different sorts of variations, and you can join them at the top, you can put them all in one stitch and have them out at the bottom. So there's lots of variations, and it can give your crochet a 3D effect. Okay, so I'll just quickly do these row of trebles like so, and the last one like so, and then I'm going to do 3 treble to start with to class as a first stitch. I'll do 1 normal treble, so I'm going to put it underneath the first 2 loops like so. Okay, so a back post treble. So to do a back post treble, we need to go round the front so that we can go round the back of the post. So this is called the next stitch, and this part here is called the post. So to go around the back of it, we need to go around the front first, like so. So you're going around the back of the post, and then you just do your treble as you normally would. So we go round the front to go around the back, and do our treble as normal. So round the front to round the back of the post, and then we do the treble as normal. So that's what it looks like, going round the back of the post like so. and that's what it looks on the back. And now we're going to go round the front of the post. So to go around the back, we have to go around the front, so you're going to do the opposite this way round. So you're going to pick up, go round, yarn round the hook, then you're going to go round the back to go round the front, like so. And then you just do your treble as normal. Now you can back post or front post around any stitch, so you can do it on a double crochet, a triple, a double treble. You can do it around most stitches. So to go around the front, we have to go in via the back again, so back around the front of the post, and then do your treble as normal. And then I'll show you one more time, round the back to go around the front, and finish it off there. So that was our back, these was our 3 back posts, and this one is our 3 front posts. So you can do these in any variation. So you could do a back post, then a front post, then a back post, then a front post. That would give you another look. So if I go back doing back posts, so we go around the front to go around the back, around the front to go around the back, and then I'll do one last treble in there, just a normal one, and there. So you can see, if you can see, so your back post treble and your front post treble, and then back post treble, and that's what it looks like on the back. But it's the reverse of what you did on the front. Okay, so that's your back post and front post. I'm just going to pull these ones out so I can show you how to do the next bit. Okay, so that could be called a back post treble, or a back post double, or a raised treble back, or a raised treble front, depending on what stitch it asks you to use. Now we're going to do the double crochet together and treble crochet together, and here it's single crochet together or double crochet together. So as you can see, our double crochet together is the same as their double crochet together here, but ours will be a double, which is their single, and ours will be a treble, which is their double, but it's the same stitch. I know it's confusing. So to double crochet, to treble crochet 2 together, I'm going to do first, which is this one here. So you would put your yarn round your hook. Let me just turn this over first. So you put yarn round your hook, and then do 1 treble, but you don't finish it off. You don't do the last part, you just do half of it, and then you do it again out to the next stitch, and then you do it again, but you don't quite finish off the treble, and then you put your yarn round, and then you put it through all 3. So what you've done is you've basically crocheted over 2 stitches like so, but you've ended up with 1 stitch at the top. So I'll show you again. Round, don't finish off the treble, yarn round hook in the next stitch, don't finish off the treble, and then put it through all 3 stitches. So you've basically crocheted these two together and ended up with one stitch at the top, like so. Okay, so it's the same, similar abbreviation, it's just that you've got to remember what they call singles and what the US double is, and then just make sure that you do a treble or a double. So I'll just quickly finish this little bit off here, like so. Then I'll just do a normal treble to finish. So as you can see, that's starting to pull that in a bit now, like so. And now in patterns it might say double crochet 2 together, it might, and sometimes it says double crochet 3 together, so you would just go over 3 stitches, however many stitches it says in the abbreviation. So I'm going to do doubles now. So I chain 1, but that's not classed as a stitch, and then I'm going to do 1 double, but I'm not going to finish it off. Then I'm going to go into the next stitch and do the next double, but not finish it off, and then pull it through all 3. So I've got I've gone over 2 stitches and I've ended up with 1 at the top. You can also do it with 3, so you could do 1, 2 and 3, and then you would just join them all together, which would end up, and you end up with 1 stitch at the top there. You can see that with my silly crochet hook in the way there. So you've done 2 there with 1 stitch at the top, and I've double crocheted 3 stitches together, and that will leave you 1 stitch at the top. So when you go in your next row, whatever the pattern tells you to do, you'll do. And there we have it. Looks like a little hat. Can turn it into a little hat. Okay, so that was your double treble 2 together, and this was your double crochet 2 together. I did 3 there just to show you that you could do 3. Okay, so I know sometimes I can get myself in a bit of a muddle about how I explain things, and it might not be how everybody would explain it, but I've tried to make it as easy as possible so that you can understand what I'm trying to explain, especially with these ones. Always I've got the same, some of these have got the same abbreviations in the US as they have in the UK, and that's why when you're following a US pattern but you've got UK abbreviations in your head, you can sometimes crochet the wrong stitch. So I hope that you found this helpful. I've done it as an information video. It hasn't really, my first video didn't really do that well, but I thought I'd said I'd do it in 2 parts, so I finished it off to hope it is useful to somebody. The next thing I'm going to be doing is a crochet along, where I'm doing a mystery blanket, and it's such a mystery because I don't even know what it's going to be yet. I'm going to crochet some squares and put them together, and we'll see how we get on. But it's also a teaching exercise as well, so we're going to do a teaching crochet along mystery blanket. If that's something you think that you would enjoy, then if you wouldn't mind tapping the like button and subscribing, and join me in this little adventure that we're going to have with crochet. I might also throw some knitting in there as well. Okay, so I hope you found this informative. Have a lovely morning, afternoon, evening, night, wherever you are, and I'll see you next time. Thank you, bye.